Hey guys, EDH Magic back, and we're going to now look at the Planeswalkers and creatures in the Oloro Ageless Ascetic EDH deck. We've already gone through the artifacts and enchantments and the land base. Those are in the previous two videos if you'd like to check them out. I'd appreciate it if you could. Other than that, let's get started. So, the first Planeswalker in the deck is going to be a newer one, Obnixilis. Obnixilis is very good. He's 3 in double black with 5 loyalty. So you can +1 him to draw a card and lose 1 life, and as went over earlier with Alhammar's Archive, so we'd be drawing 2 cards off of that instead of 1. You can -3 him to destroy target creature. Targeted removal is always pretty good. In EDH, usually like board wipes more, but if you just want to get that pesky creature off the board, it's not bad. And then his -8, his ultimate is a win condition for us. Target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. That is basically a death sentence in our deck, as we do draw so many cards that that's pretty hard to recover from. Next Planeswalker rerun is Narset, Transcendent. 2 and an Azorius, or a white-blue, if you will. She comes in with actually 6 loyalty, so very high. So you can +1 her and look at the top card of your library. If it's non-creature, non-land, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Very good card draw. It does not work off Alhammar's Archive, but nonetheless, it's very good. -2, whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, basically you give it Rebound. And what Rebound does is at the beginning of your upkeep, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. Awesome. If we want to keep creatures off the board, we can rebound that. If we want to draw cards, etc., different things like that, there's a lot we can do with that. Take extra turn spells, and then of course her ult, another win the game. -9, you get an emblem with your opponents can't cast non-creature spells. Now I will say that this one is more. You're able to get around this one more than Obnixilis' emblem because if you're playing an aggro deck and don't have much non-creature spells, it's easy to get by. Next Planeswalker we have is Sorin Markov. He's 3 and 3 black, 4 loyalty. You can +2 him. He deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 2 life. So again, that gets the loop going with the infinite combo. You can -3. Target opponent's life total becomes 10. So that's another big win because we do not actually have that many creatures in the deck, so this helps us out quite a bit. And you can -7 him for you control target player's next turn. Good ultimate, doesn't win the game, but it is pretty good. Last Planeswalker is our 4-mana Brainstorm, Jace the Mind Sculptor, 2 and 2 blue for 3 loyalty. He draws a lot of hate. Okay, so when you cast him, don't expect to get him up to his ult. Don't expect a lot of stuff. He's either a 4-mana Brainstorm or a 4-mana Unsummon. Let's go over his abilities anyway, though. His +2 lets you basically a scry 1. You can scry for yourself, or you can scry for your opponent. So you can look at the top card of target player's library, put it on the bottom, or keep it on the top. 0 is Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, put 2 back on top. -1, Unsummon. Return target creature to its owner's hand. And what he's famous for, his -12. Exile all cards from target player's library. That player shuffles his or her hand in his or her library. Very good. Now let's get to our creatures. We begin with Dark Confidant. 2 mana for a 2/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its CMC. Very good. Get extra. It's not really card draw. It does not work on Alhammar's Archive, but he's a very good creature. Next one we have is Grand Arbiter Augustin IV, another card that draws a lot of hate. 2 and an Azorius for a 2/3. White spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. So he is attacks, but not attacks for you. He's very good. He lets you basically pay just the double white and blue for Sphinx's Revelation and draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. It's a very good card. Then we have Clever Impersonator, solid, coming in as any non-land permanent. That's all it is, 2 and 2 blue. Sphinx of the Final Word, underrated card. One of the best in EDH I've found. 5 and 2 blue for a 5/5. He can't be countered. He's flying and hexproof. Instants and sorcery spells you control can't be countered by spells or abilities. Solid. Really good. He's a beat stick, and he basically lets you not... He makes it to where you can't be countered unless they have a summary dismissal or a bounce spell. Torrential Gearhulk, a new addition from Kaladesh. He's 4 and 2 blue for a 5/6 flash. When he enters the battlefield, you may cast target instant from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Basically gives a card flashback. His nickname in my play group is Fatcaster Mage because he's 5/6. Very good card. Next is Snapcaster Mage. One of the more famous cards in Magic, 1 in a blue for 2/1, played in all formats that he's legal in. Flash, when he enters the battlefield, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost, so it lets us get back anything we need, counter spells, etc. Card draw, you know. Jace Prince Prodigy, or Snapcaster Jace. Once he flips to his Planeswalker side, he is neg 3. He starts off with 5 loyalty. His neg 3 lets you give a card flashback, and he's a Merfolk Looter on the front. Very good. And the last creature is Ulamog. Great curve topper, but he's mostly in there to shuffle in after he hits the graveyard if you discard him. Other than that, that's our creature base. We'll get to our instants and sorceries next time. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.